Sports Extra.
On a Tuesday. Is this the dagger?
Alrighty, good evening and welcome to Radio Cayman Sports Extra. We have a very special panel here for you tonight. I'm your host, Dionne. Did I say that already? I didn't say that.
I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't remember. It comes with it, after having kids, you tend to forget.
I got you.
I got you. I know you got me.
Mm-hmm.
You have kids. I know you got me. Okay, so tonight we will be chatting with Shari Smith, and she's the chair of the Bocce Organizing Committee. For those of you who may not be aware, Special Olympics Cayman Islands is set to host the first of its kind Caribbean Regional Bocce Tournament this week, starting this Thursday. So Cayman will welcome, starting tomorrow, countries will be coming in. 40 Special Olympians from over 20 countries will be here for the first time. This is so huge.
It is.
It's amazing.
Exciting.
I love it. I can't wait. All right. In the second segment, we will hear from the athletes who competed at the Puma East Coast Invitational, which was in Maryland earlier this month, and they brought home 2 bronze medals. The boys 4x100 meter relay team placed third in a time of 42.25 seconds, and Yaneli Dawkins, currently in university, also won bronze in the discus throw. So we're going to hear from them after. Stay tuned. We'll be back with more Sports Extra in a minute.
For the Record with Ort Connor.
Folks, I want to thank you for allowing Radio Cayman and, by extension, For the Record into your home.
Hear from your government and community leaders on issues and events concerning the Cayman Islands and its residents during Radio Cayman's For the Record talk radio program, airing each Monday, Wednesday, and Friday morning from 7:30 to 10.
For the Record.
For the Record.
For the Record
Is brought to you by JN Money. From abroad to yard. Fast, affordable, convenient. For more information, visit jnmoneyonline.com.
Are you ready for Cayman Art Week? From Wednesday 22nd to Sunday, May 26th, you'll find local art on show and for sale at more than 30 venues across all 3 Cayman Islands. Explore galleries and pop-up exhibitions anytime throughout the week or join one of our bus tours running in a different district each day. Admission is free and open to the public. You can check out what's happening and when at caymanartweek.com.
When you have a sports or fitness-related injury, trust the expertise of the HSA's Sports and Exercise Medicine Clinic to get you back in the game. Our internationally trained and certified physicians specialize in sports traumatology, sports medicine, pain management, and orthopedic surgery. For treatment of common injuries such as tendonitis, arthritis, tennis elbow, rotator cuff, or knee tears, schedule a consultation with the Sports and Exercise Medicine Clinic at Smith Road Medical Center by calling 949-8600 or visit hsa.ky for more information.
Information, entertainment, inspiration.
Covering Grand Cayman, Little Cayman, Cayman Bright.
Since 1976 till now.
Radio Cayman in the Cayman Islands.
All right, welcome back to Radio Cayman Sports Extra. If you're just tuning in, Shari Smith with us. She is the chair of the Bocce Organizing Committee as Special Olympics is hosting the first ever Caribbean Regional Bocce Tournament this week. So we're going to start with hi. It's good to have you on another platform. It's
There you
totally
go.
different
Yes.
from Honoring Women's Month.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's good to be here too, in a different capacity.
Yeah.
To say.
Totally. Let's start by you just telling us about the significance of hosting the first Caribbean Regional Bocce Tournament here in the Cayman Islands.
Sure. So, in Cayman, we always believe that we must set the standard, and when we set the standard, it's very, well done, right? So over the past couple of years, I think the last Caribbean Games that was hosted in the Caribbean was about 10 years ago. And unfortunately, for various reasons, there hasn't been a regional tournament or of any kind since. So we felt that it was really important to maybe get the ball rolling again, and provide an opportunity in a sport that also a lot of the athletes weren't able to attend the World Games last year because of limited quotas. So we said, why not? Let's put something on. And Coach Nicole, who is the competition director, this was kind of her dream.
And one of the umpires as well for Special Olympics bocce. Yeah.
Yes, and she is the only internationally certified Special Olympic bocce
coach. Umpire.
Official.
Yeah.
And she's attended and officiated several international games. So we said, the committee and board said, why not? And that brings us here today.
Here we are. 40 athletes from 20 different countries here in the Cayman Islands. Yeah. Yeah, that's huge for us. Yeah.
So we actually have, I think, 16 who are coming in because some had logistics that they won't be able to attend.
Okay.
But we do have 16 programs represented in conjunction with the competition, which starts Thursday. We are also hosting the Special Olympics Caribbean business meeting because we will also have representatives from all of the programs here. And again, it's probably been 10 or plus years since that has even happened.
Right.
And then thirdly, we will actually have representatives from Special Olympics International. We will have the deputy to Tim Shriver, who is the head of Special Olympics International.
Awesome.
And then we will also have the regional Special Olympics North America Games official and a couple of more international and VIP stuff. So it's really a big opportunity, not just for the region and for Cayman, but definitely for the region. And, we're going to pull it off in Cayman kind style.
Definitely. So it's the head of Special Olympics itself.
No, it's
region.
For the region North America, we fall under the North American region. So he is the, the technical sports person. I apologize if I'm getting this a little jumbled up. It's been a while since I've been in this capacity with Special Olympics, so I'm still memorizing things
that's
again.
Fine.
We have a representative. We have Miss Lorna Bell, who is the Special Olympic Caribbean regional office director as well. So lots of representation internationally, locally, and as well as regionally coming in.
Awesome. I like it. So that means things are hectic because the tournament is taking part at the Lions Center.
Yes.
So you guys are turning that Lions Center upside down into a bocce course.
Yes.
Tell me a little bit about what it's looking like. You said you've been down there for the last 3 days. You've been living there. Tell me what's that like right now?
It's all coming together. It's we've got an amazing games organizing committee. Mm-hmm. We've got excellent partners in the community. Lions is partnering with us, and so they've really been very supportive in us being able to turn the Lions Center into a competition field, right? So we've already laid out 6 courts. So we're doing something a bit different where if listeners are familiar, the bocce courts at the Truman Bodden Complex, we couldn't move those.
Right.
So we actually got inflatable courts.
Okay.
And then we have, our facilities persons who have laid out the artificial turf and gotten everything in place. So it's really, really coming together. It's going to be an amazing competition, and definitely opening ceremonies, which is Thursday evening, is going to be started off with the law enforcement torch run as well. So big show, fun for everybody. So we really, really, really are encouraging the Cayman community to come out and support all of our athletes.
You mentioned earlier the business meeting that will be happening here.
Yes.
What will that entail exactly?
So the business meeting is actually an opportunity for, being that we have the international and North America representatives, it's an opportunity for regional programs to sit with, the head people and really let them know what we as the Caribbean needs, as well as the local programs. Some of our programs in the Caribbean are struggling to, get the program up and going.
Yeah.
When I joined Special Olympics years and years ago, Barbados was the biggest program in the region in regards to sports and stuff.
Yeah.
Barbados, unfortunately, has not been active in probably almost 10 years. So, trying to help our sister programs to get back, but also to hopefully voice the concerns of the region. Like, as I mentioned before, with these international games getting further and further away, we're seeing less numbers for delegations.
Explain what you mean when you say further and further away.
Well, originally, Special Olympics International Games, Summer Games, were held in the United States.
Okay.
And I can't remember what year, even though I went, they started being held internationally. So countries like Ireland, Germany, Russia, Dubai.
Yes.
So
Dubai.
they've been all over.
That was the last one, I think, Dubai.
It might be.
Yeah, I think it was the last one.
But so as you can imagine, for programs that are just trying to start up, right?
Yes,
it's
difficult
very
to travel
expensive.
that far across the world.
Yes. So the other challenge that we have is that the Caribbean region falls under the Special Olympics North America region.
Right.
So that also puts a bit of pressure in regards to our number quota in the number of athletes that we take. So it's really an opportunity for the region, the leads for those programs, to have that open conversation and look at how do we move forward in the movement and make sure that programs that are struggling are getting the support and we can move forward as a region, because we have some amazing Special Olympic athletes in this region.
Yes,
so
we do.
They need to be able to shine their stuff.
Awesome. And we have some amazing ones here as well.
Oh, yes.
Oh, yeah, in Bocce. So come out and see them at the Lions Center. And we'll give you dates soon. Shari, how do you believe this tournament will impact the athletes that are competing, especially our Cayman athletes?
It's going to be an amazing and positive impact for them. Because, again, because we weren't able to field the team at the last international games, this is an opportunity for them to show their skills, what they've been training for all year round, and also compete within, the region with their fellow competitors. So they're really excited. They get all of the same treatment that our invited guests are coming. So the Cayman team will be staying at the same accommodations with the rest of the team and living the life of celebrity athletes for the next couple of days.
They have all right. They're competing too.
Of course.
That was going to be my next question. What preparations have been made to accommodate the influx of over 40 athletes? Well, you say it's a little less now, seeing that 4 countries are not participating.
Right. We have, been lots of planning, like I said, and logistics. Thank you to the team, Miss Debbie and Miss Sarah, who have been working diligently with the Hampton Inn to ensure that our guests are, accommodated. And so we're able to basically have all delegations, within that area. Transportation, working with various transportation to get them to and from different places. So lots of planning, but everything is just is falling in place. And like I said, I can't say enough about my GOC team. They have all, they're all working full time. They're all volunteers, and, we just pull it all together and do what we do.
Awesome. I love it. We were talking about the athletes themselves. So can you elaborate? Because I know this is, I think I may have spoken to Nicole about it previously on an interview, the decision to allow the Cayman Islands to field 7 athletes as opposed to 2 from the other countries.
Right. So as a hosting country, you have the opportunity to field more athletes than the other delegations. One, because obviously we don't have the additional costs, right? So
Right.
we have to limit the number of persons coming in because we are the host, so we're covering all the finances once persons arrive. But it also again gives opportunity for our athletes to get some competition, not just between themselves, but actually compete with other athletes from around the region, and individuals who may not necessarily get an opportunity to be selected for the World Games tournament, or it's just another opportunity for them to shine and show their skill set and so forth.
Awesome. And who are our 7 athletes? Do you have their names with us?
I know you were going to ask me that.
Yeah.
And I have to apologize unless Nicole's listening and she can send it to me really quick.
Nicole should not be listening. If Nicole is listening, she should have been here as well. She
Yes,
said she was
no.
going to be busy.
Yes, she is actually hosting our national games right now. So
And we have one country that's in. He said Bonaire.
yes, so
Bonaire
they're
is
not.
in. Yeah.
Yes, so Bonaire's in. I don't think that they're at the national games. Or our national games is trying to kind of get our guys, give them an opportunity to feel the new surface and courts, but also
Okay.
to get their numbers in terms of divisioning and all that. So
Okay.
so yeah.
Well, that's fine if you don't
Yeah.
have them, because I know I'll get it from you all before Thursday, and I'll make sure and
I
advertise
mean, I
them
know
on our
some of
show.
them, but I don't want to miss anybody out. So
Okay.
I would rather just
Or-
give you the full
Sure,
names.
no problem. And what measures, Shari, are being taken to ensure a fair and enjoyable experience for these Special Olympic athletes?
Well, like I said, planning. So in terms of competition, in Special Olympics, we have divisioning, which is that at the start of the competition, they will, based on their usual scores or how they usually place, that we will put them in categories or team them up against persons who are scored basically within a specific range.
Yeah.
After they do that first divisioning competition, and then they're placed into the proper brackets in terms of her competition, so that we know that even though an athlete might be 16 and the other athlete might be 45, they will actually be within an accountable range of playing at the same level. So that's one way that we're making sure that it's fair. Because the surface is different, we're going to give all teams opportunity before the competition starts to test out the courts at the Lions Center and just kind of get familiar and make adjustments. Bocce can be a very technical game.
Yes.
And so
it is.
These athletes, they know their game
Yes.
and how to adjust. So we're going to give them an opportunity to do that as well.
Okay, awesome. I have here, someone sent me, I think this looks like a schedule. Gabrielle Linton for the Cayman Islands.
Mm-hmm.
She's one competitor. Yeah, I think that's for Thursday.
Okay.
It looks like it's Thursday. So she's ranked 545. That's what they're saying here. Yeah, and her competition starts on Thursday.
Okay,
Right?
so
All
division.
yeah.
So all divisioning will be held on Thursday.
Okay, awesome.
Yep. And then competition starts.
All right, very nice.
Hey.
And how has the community responded to the announcement of the tournament, and what kind of support has there been so far?
I mean, Cayman community is always supportive. We would love to see hundreds of people come out. Because, one of the things when I was heavily involved in Special Olympics previously, I used to always say, they see their coaches out there yelling and screaming and cheering them on all the time.
Yes.
But it's even more amazing when the Cayman
fans are
community
there,
and
yes.
fans are there and cheering them on, right?
There's nothing like it. Mm-hmm.
So, but we've had, like I said, we've had great response from a lot of the companies that we've reached out to for sponsorship or, resources for the competition. We've reached out for volunteers, and yesterday we had a, intro volunteer drive, and we had quite a few people came out. Some people just stopped by and was like, oh, yes, I want to sign up. So, the response has been good.
Good. Awesome.
So
I like that.
I'm really excited to see how everything pulls together. And then, of course, we have, law enforcement. Torch Run has not been active in quite some time, but they're using this game as an opportunity to get started back up again. And that's, again, even more exciting because, they were really a huge part of our movement locally, but also throughout the region and internationally.
Just so you know, these special athletes need that special attention.
Yeah.
They need the supporters to be out there and support them to make them feel good about themselves. You know what I mean? And they too want to show off their skills, like you mentioned earlier. They want to show off their skills to the fans, to the people of the Cayman Islands, show them this is our sport and this is what we can do.
Yes.
And you know what? They probably couldn't beat us in bocce.
I
I've tried and I'm not good at it. Yeah. If you're just tuning in, we're listening to Shari Smith, and she's the chair of the Games Organizing Committee, or the Bocce Organizing Committee, in which the Cayman Islands Special Olympics will be hosting the Caribbean Regional Bocce Tournament this Thursday. Starting this Thursday, it's a 3-day tournament. Mm-hmm. What time does it start on Thursday?
Thursday we start at 9:00. Competition starts.
Okay.
And we will probably run till about, I think on Thursday we are running till about 5:00.
Okay.
At 5:30 we will start have our opening ceremonies and opening reception after that, and then on Friday we will start again around 10:00 and continue on until 7-8 o'clock. And then on Saturday we will actually have the doubles finals at 10 and the awards around 2, and then we'll be doing healthy athlete screening in the afternoon, which is another major thing that we do in Special Olympics. It gives our athletes the opportunity to get basically free examinations while we're looking at eyes, teeth. We've added mental health wellness as well, physical, so in terms of movement and, and we have doctors who have volunteered their time to come and do those. So again, sometimes for some athletes, this is the first time that they've had a medical check. So it's, again, looking at, it's not just about competing, but it's also looking at the athlete as a whole and making sure that they are getting access and to the services and supports they need.
Awesome. I'm glad you guys are doing that. That's very important. There's the health aspect of it as well. It's also very important.
Yeah.
For the fans that are coming, many of them may not know what bocce is, but they're coming just in support of the athletes themselves. Are there any specific events or moments during the tournament that spectators should be particularly excited about?
All of it.
Yeah. But you've played bocce before.
Yeah.
You didn't have to tell us whether you were good at it or not. You may have been on my level, but that's okay.
Our boys here, God, they taught me really well.
Yeah. Okay. Awesome.
Yeah. So I know where to stay in my lane. But I mean, during the competition, the competition gets, that's where all the drama is, and that's all the excitement, right? Watching them during the competition, and then how we have it set up is that after the competition for the day, we will have award presentations, which is even more exciting because to see them going up and getting their presentations and the excitement and so forth. Yes. But if they can come during the competition, you are definitely in for a show. We had yesterday, like I said, we had the volunteers out and we were introducing the volunteers to the game of bocce, and they got all excited and competitive, and I was like, okay, so if the volunteers are like this competitive, you can just imagine the level that the athletes are going to be at, right? So I just, whatever you can squeeze in, it's a free event. I encourage the community to just come out and cheer everybody on. It's going to be great.
Awesome. You've been a part of Special Olympics for quite some time. How can other members of the public and local businesses get involved or support Special Olympics? And of course, this bocce tournament if they wanted. Just
reach out. Daryl Rankin is the national director. So, they can always send an email to soci@Candiwacky. Or, there's various, I think bocce actually trains on Tuesday evenings. And then there's other sports. We have swimming, they have athletics, basketball. So they have different things that they're doing at different parts of the year. So just come out to a training and say, hey, you're interested in volunteering. And it's basically all it takes. We have a saying in Special Olympics, once you're a volunteer for life. So just come out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know all about that.
Yeah.
Can you describe, you may not be the person to ask for this, it may have been someone else, but can you describe the training and preparation involved, with the Special Olympic athletes to compete in this tournament?
So I think their normal training was usually on like Tuesday afternoons, but I know that once the competition was set and we knew we were going forward, they actually added training days, so they were training on Sunday as well. So Coach Nicole really had them out doing their stuff and preparing well. So they're ready. They're ready for the competition. They're excited, and we look forward to just having a great competition and a great time.
And how does it foster social interaction and teamwork?
Well, again, it gives them opportunity not to just, play against their usual teammates, but it also allows an opportunity to play and meet new people from around the jurisdiction and stuff. We will have a athletes village set up, so that's another opportunity for athletes to hang out and get to meet each other. And basically, I mean, they're all staying in the same hotel. We also are, the venue for the business meeting and the competition is all at the Lions Center. Okay. So lots of socializing.
Okay. So you have one more time to plug this event and invite the people of the Cayman Islands to come out.
All right. So Cayman, please come out to the Lions Center starting from Thursday this week. We start at 10 o'clock to the Special Olympics Caribbean Regional Bocce Tournament. It's guaranteed to be exciting, and we have, various countries from programs coming in. We have programs from the Bahamas, we have Antigua, we have Aruba, we have Belize, Suriname, Trinidad, Jamaica, lots of programs from around the Guadeloupe, Guyana. And then we have visiting invited athlete teams as well from North Carolina, and we also have a team from Barbados who are going to come and as invitational guests. So lots of excitement, and we've even seen this week some of the programs, international programs, on their local news celebrating that they're coming to the Cayman Islands to compete in bocce, and they're very excited. I think a young lady from North Carolina, shared in her interview that this is the first time she's going to be on a plane.
Oh, so nice.
Yeah, so it's a great experience.
And what a beautiful experience here in the Cayman Islands. Yeah,
exactly. So
to witness and feel our Cayman kindness.
Yes.
Yeah.
So come on out. Is opening ceremonies is definitely going to be an amazing show. Thursday at 5:30. So we'll look forward to welcoming our community to the Lions Center this weekend.
Awesome. Thank you, Shari, for coming. I appreciate you.
No problem. Thank you for inviting me and for me
for bullying you here.
Voluntold.
Thank you so much. Coming up next, we have the athletes who recently brought home 2 bronze medals from the Puma East Coast Invitational in Maryland earlier this month. All right, stay tuned for more Sports Extra in a minute.
It's fresh from the garden, it's fresh.
Don't have time to cook but don't want fast food? We can help. Grab lunch or dinner from Hurley's Eatery, a fresh culinary haven within our grocery store. Our eatery offers a diverse selection of delectable dishes, from oven-baked pizza, fresh paninis, burrito bowls, and sushi to savory rotisserie delights, all crafted with the utmost care and the finest ingredients, creating a convenient and incredibly delicious dining experience. Hurley's Eatery, where good food happens.
In a world where physical health often takes the spotlight, let's not forget about our mental well-being. Mental health affects how we think, feel, and act in our daily lives. Taking care of our mental health means recognizing when we need help, seeking support from loved ones or professionals, and practicing self-care techniques like mindfulness and relaxation. Remember, it's okay to not be okay sometimes. Let's break the stigma and prioritize mental health for a happier and healthier life. Your mind matters. This message is brought to you by the Lions Club of Grand Cayman, serving the Cayman Islands for over 50 years.
System 1 loaded.
For the record, every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday mornings from 7:30 to 9:30, we interview the various government ministers, opposition, and Cayman Island legislators. For the record is brought to you by West Bay Pharmacy at Centennial Towers. Visit us today for fast, efficient, and professional service. Everything you need and the hours you need it at West Bay Pharmacy.
Kaleidoscope of Hope, the Alex Panton Foundation's signature gala, Saturday, May 25th, Marriott Beach Resort. Exploring and developing, implementing suicide prevention, mental health resolution focused on children and young people in our community. Kaleidoscope of Hope, the Alex Panton Foundation Gala, supported by Rotary Central. Get your tickets now. ally.spears@outlook.com. That's ALLY.SPEIRS@outlook.com. Rotary Central, creating hope in the world.
Shaken yet standing firm. This is Radio Cayman in the Cayman Islands.
All right, welcome back to Radio Cayman Sports Extra, and we have some special athletes in the studio with us, and I'm going to have them introduce themselves, and we also have someone on our phone lines, so we'll have her introduce herself as well. So let's start right here to my left.
Hello everyone, my name is Christophe Clark.
Christophe?
Yes, ma'am.
Mm-hmm.
Hello, my name is Amari.
Amari?
Hello, my name is Rashawn Robinson.
Rashawn, speak a little closer into your mic for me.
My name is Rashawn Robinson.
I like that. Now I can hear that nice voice. And Coach?
And Coach Williams.
And Coach Williams is no stranger to the Radio Cayman studio. We also have a phone guest in with us, and Yaneli Dawkins. Good evening to you.
Hello.
Hi, I can't hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Awesome. How are you doing?
I'm doing okay today.
Thank you so much for joining us. I appreciate you and for making the time.
That's no problem.
Awesome. All right, so you recently, you 4 athletes, and then there was a few more of you, but it's only so much the studio can hold, right? So that competed at the recent Puma Games, right?
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. Bronze medal in the 4x100. We took part in the 4x100, and we also, Yaneli did discuss. What other events did we? We did shot put.
And
100, the 100 meters.
And the 100 meters,
Yes.
and that was it, right? Okay,
Yes,
awesome.
that was it.
So we got a bronze medal in the 4x1. Awesome. Who's the 4x1 team? Is all 3 of you here?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and plus who else?
Adrian.
Adrian
Ebanks.
Okay. Adrian Ebanks. Awesome. Okay. So I have that here, I think. I do have Amari, Myri, and Ty Goddard from Mustang, Adrian Ebanks from Speed, and Rashawn Robinson and Christophe Clark from Falcon Athletics.
Yes, ma'am.
It's nice when you get all the clubs together to compete like this, Coach.
Definitely.
Yeah.
It's a plus for us.
Definitely, yeah. Okay. So how does it feel, gentlemen and lady, to achieve a podium finish at such a prestigious event?
Feels really great, to be honest.
I can't hear you carefully. Yeah, you guys. I know you guys are louder than this, so don't come inside here pretending you all shy. I've heard you guys on the track. Come on, pull your mic closer if that'll help you. Yours too. Rashawn, right?
Yes.
Yeah. All right. So tell me about it. What was that moment like for you? Being on the podium.
Well, to begin with, our goal was to go out there and medal for the
Mm-hmm.
Cayman Islands, and we did achieve it. We did very well doing it as our first time attending the games.
Mm-hmm.
So, we really put Cayman on the map when we went out there, represented. Actually, medaling on the podium was a big accomplishment for all of us because, the conditions up there, we're from the Caribbean, we're not used to the weather and everything. We still pulled through, so got the medal. We really made Cayman happy that day, so that felt great on behalf of us to really do something for the Cayman Islands.
Awesome. I like that. Thank you so much for answering that. How did you guys prepare, or what was preparation like leading up to those games? I love to ask that question. Coach knows this. I love to hear how the athletes prepared for a tournament like this. Can I hear from you, Amari?
We did a lot of relay practice, like a lot of relay practice.
Okay.
We trained from Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. We'd come out there, show our best. We put in all this work. We went through a lot of trial and error, and we found out what we liked, and we did it very well.
Awesome. Can you describe for our listeners the training and the teamwork that went into preparing for that 4x1 relay?
The training that went into it was a lot. We did a lot of runs.
Mm-hmm.
We had a little difficulty in the beginning deciding where we're going to put everyone, but we came through with it when we found out what we're all best at. By going off by our times, the way we run, how we start, everything.
Okay. And Yaneli, how about you? How did it feel to stand on the podium at these games, and what does this bronze medal mean to you? Silver. Sorry, you got a silver. I keep saying bronze because that's what my first report had said. So my apologies. And then someone called from the association and corrected me that you did get a silver medal. So my apology. It was one bronze and one silver. Yes. Well, that's even better. How was that for you?
I was happy to make my country proud. This is my first meet representing Cayman for this season, so I was happy I got to go out there and do something good.
Nice.
The conditions that we were in, though, that was really challenging.
Okay.
Like, even though I'm away for school right now, and up here do get cold, but that was a different type of cold. That we were feeling. That was a different type of cold.
Where are you now, Yaneli?
I'm in Georgia for school.
What's the name of your school, your college?
Life University.
Okay. All right. So you're saying Maryland was way worse than Georgia?
Yes, Mom. Way worse.
Coach, you agree?
Oh, yes, definitely. It was bone-chilling cold.
Yeah.
I was trembling all of that time over there, and I went prepared for the weather, but I didn't know that it would dip so low.
I'm always very thankful that the sport I played is indoors. And when I recently visited my nephew in Texas, it was so cold, it dropped to like under 2. And I've never experienced that in my life. And I was like, how do these athletes do this? Because my other nephew, he plays football on the outside as well. So how do you do that? How do you condition your mind and your bodies to get ready for something of that, that type of weather? Either one of you can answer.
Well, it's all a mental game still.
Yeah.
Because you can't step on a chalk without having a mentality to say, yo, I'm going to win, or you're going to win, or we are going to win. So for us to just zone out and just completely focus on what we have to do, I don't think the weather would have much effect on us.
Right.
But at the end of the day, the weather did kind of have some effect on us, but we still pulled through at the end of the day.
Yaneli, you were going to say something?
That's all I would say. For me, I would just think about what I came there to do. And I can't really speak for the runners, but for those, we go in the ring. It takes less than probably 3 seconds. So you just step in the ring, and you know you have to do in the ring, and then when you come out there, you could just put on back as much clothes as you want, and make sure you keep warm and stuff. That's how I got through that weather at Maryland.
Okay, awesome. And Yaneli, can you share some insights into your training regimen that led to your success in the discus throw?
Actually, the week before that, I was training for my school conference. So I was already in like a good training regimen that would actually prepare me for this meet. Because like a week before that meet, I had conference, which I did place in. So I was already riding off the high of conference going into that meet. So I just wanted to perform as well as I did at conference.
Okay, got you. And Rashawn, what were some of the key strategies that helped you succeed or your team succeed in this relay event, you think?
Practice, just practicing over. If you just went out there and never practice, it would have been hectic.
Yeah.
What I mean, I really don't know what to say or how to describe it, but it's just practice over and over.
How old are you gentlemen?
I'm 18 years old. I just turned 18.
Okay.
I'm 17 years old.
I'm 17.
17. And is this the age for Carifta as well?
Yeah, they all
went?
They're all Carifta age next year. As a matter of fact, I had a little problem with Rashawn. He is the best starter we have since Kimar Hyman.
Okay.
And he
That
just
sound like a
don't want to start. And you should see the bullet start that we got from him. As a matter of fact, all 4 athletes performed to their best. But the start that we got, we know if we get a good start,
that's it.
We will be in the game.
Yes.
They will be chasing. We won't be chasing them. So we put him at the front. As a matter of fact, 2 years ago, he was the starter at the Carifta. We got a bronze medal, so he's fighting tooth and nail not to run there, but that is where he is. And he gave us a fantastic start, and we end up with the bronze medal.
Rashawn, what's the deal with not wanting to start? Is it the pressure? Is it are you just not comfortable in that lane?
No,
leg, I should say.
It's never the pressure, miss. It's just
Okay.
that I continuously run it, and I just want to try something else.
You don't try something else at a tournament. You can't try it on the tournament, the time of the big games. You got to stick with what you know and what's going to be best for the team. You can't try something different now.
You're right, miss.
Yeah, man. I'm sure Coach told you.
Of course. And he delivered.
He delivered. And you delivered, so you see?
Yeah.
Awesome. Do you think the weather played a role in your position? You think you could have gotten higher if it was a little warmer?
I think so. We train very hard.
Not to make excuses, but It's that is a thought.
We are not used to that type of weather.
Yes.
And even the Jamaican team that were there, who were at the pen relays and flew down for that meet, they were also complaining about that weather. So it was really hard. We had to get some icy hot to give them to rub on their skin. And I mean, we were really underprepared for that weather. We were warm enough to tackle the event. However, they did their best.
Already. And Yaneli, and I don't think I've forgotten you. I have not forgotten you. We just have a full studio of your fellow men here. Can you walk us through the moments leading up to your discus throw that earned you that silver medal?
Well, first I was prepared for it to go. And they said it was gonna go off, which was at 11 o'clock. But it got delayed, so we did end up throwing until like 2. So in my head, I just have to keep the mindset saying, no matter what's going on outside, I have to deliver for my team, and also to keep my body warm. I was doing like drills. We would call it drills.
Okay.
To ensure that my technique is ready for any time I have to compete.
Okay, and how has competing at the university level influenced your performance, you think, at this invitational?
I think it has, like, normally I would be nervous to compete.
Right.
But because I have competed at the collegiate level, I can't be nervous. Because in the collegiate world, they can sense your nervousness.
Right.
It's like they know you're nervous. So you have to put on a face to make sure so they don't have the upper hand over you, basically.
Awesome, I like that. And Coach, what were your key focuses in training that you believe contributed to the team's success in this 4x100?
As I said, it is a mandate from the CIA. It's a new trust.
Okay.
And the new trust is we look at what we have in the Cayman Islands, and they are starting a new thing, which is we build on the known, take it to the unknown. We have 2 overseas athletes that is running pretty fast. And then we have these 3, 4 guys that we need to incorporate into a team leading up to the World's Championship next year, the World Junior Relay next year. So it's all start now with them. They are the pioneer for this trust with the CIAA. And we are hoping that they will stick with it and continue to come out to training. Regardless of which club they are in, the CIAA is 100% behind this trust to get these boys into colleges and to run at the World Junior Relay this year and also next year. If life's fair, 1 or 2 of them can step up to the plate to make it to the World Championships.
Okay, awesome. Coach, we're going to take a short break. And for those who are just tuning in, we're here with Christophe, Amari, Rashawn, and Yaneli, who's on the phone line, and we're talking about the Puma East Coast Invitational that the athletes recently competed in earlier this month, where we brought home a bronze and a silver medal. All right, so stay tuned. We'll be back with more Sports Extra in a minute.
Looking for better health insurance? It's time to level up to BAF Insurance. BAF offers quality, flexible health plans for you, your family, and your entire work group with friendly professional service. So, if your current health plan is less than you expected, then make that call today. At BAF, we will help you find a plan that's just right for you. Give us a call at 949-5089 and level up to BAF.
Research has shown that worldwide, women have unique barriers to accessing health care. But what's the situation in Cayman? We want to know. From May 1st to May 31st, the Ministry of Health and Wellness will be undertaking a public consultation to help inform Cayman's new National Health Strategy. Tell us about your experiences with healthcare across all 3 islands by emailing mohfeedback@gov.ky or by logging on to gov.ky/health-wellness.
The Spring Labor Force Survey and Quality of Life Survey conducted by the Economics and Statistics Office is currently underway. The Labor Force Survey seeks to collect data on employed and unemployed persons in the Cayman Islands, as well as those who are not in the labor force. The Quality of Life Survey seeks to gather information on life satisfaction, sense of well-being, financial security, economic outlook, and perceived health. Trained interviewers with ESO ID cards will visit randomly selected households. The interviews are confidential in accordance with the Statistics Act. No individual data will be published or disclosed. Survey data are exempt from Freedom of Information requests. For more details, please call the ESO hotline at 516-3329.
Radio station. Radio Cayman is the voice of the Cayman Islands.
Alrighty, welcome back to Radio Cayman Sports Extra. And we're here with Christophe, Amari, Rashawn, and Yaneli, along with Coach Kenrick Williams. And Yaneli's on the telephone, and she's going to share with us. Yaneli, what are some of the challenges you have faced while balancing university commitments with your athletic career?
I think the biggest challenge would be to get enough sleep. Like that's the biggest challenge I will face. Because as an athlete, you'd want to put in that extra work to get better, to do better. So, say for me, for instance, I have class from 9 to 12:50. Then I have training from 1 to 3 o'clock. then I would have gym from 5 to 6 o'clock. And then if I want to put in a little extra work, I'd go out again at probably 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock. And by the time I relax and wind down, it's probably 12 o'clock. And I have to get up again early in the morning to go to class. So my biggest challenge for me would be to get enough sleep. But I know how to manage that. And I feel like I've the year that I've been here, I feel like I've overcome that. And that has honestly, that gives me like discipline to carry over into my sport, because I have to make sure I stay on a schedule so I don't be tired to do the sport in general.
Gotcha. Totally understand. And then how has your technique evolved over time, you think? And who has been your biggest influences in discus throwing?
My biggest influence in discus throw is actually a male discus thrower, and his name is Frederick Dakers. I just love how he looks just so effortless in the ring, and his strike is actually very powerful. Like, I just love how he just goes across the ring just effortlessly. And I can't say I want to mimic him because obviously I'm a girl. I am not 6'7", and I don't have that type of structure or limb length to do what he does. But it's just nice to watch how he throws.
Awesome.
And, as well.
No, and your technique, how has that evolved over time?
My technique has evolved a lot over time, because just 2 years ago, I could not rotate. That's what they call it, rotate. I was very scared to do the rotations. So now that I'm doing it and doing it with some efficiency, I can say that it has been a big improvement. And there's been a lot of coaches along the way that has helped me with that. And my current coach now, it's always something to learn. So my current coach now, he's also helping me to know the sport better and to perfect my technique.
And to the gentleman here to my left, what are some of the lessons each of you have learned from this experience that you will take with you into future tournaments? I can start here with you, Christoph.
Well, one of the main things is probably teamwork. Like teamwork, because doing a relay, it's not an individual event. It's 4 of you on one shot. So the biggest thing I would say is teamwork and building that trust with each other before the event actually starts. How it feels, just to know how each other runs and everything. So yeah, I would say trust and teamwork. That's
Awesome.
the main points.
Awesome. Thank you for sharing. Amari?
Like Christoph said, I like to build trust with my team.
Mhm.
That's something we need to work on, and my mindset. I need to go in there with a stronger mindset, and it'll make me be more prepared. Considering the fact it's my first ever international meet I've ever went away to with the Cayman Islands.
Okay.
I've learned a lot of lessons, the main one being building my mindset.
Okay. And Rashawn?
Same thing with the mindset, miss. It's all about mindset. Because a person cannot like working in a team, but if you have that mindset, okay, yes, I need to do it. Yes, I need to accomplish this goal. You will be willing to do it for your country or for whatever you are doing this for. So for me, it's all about the mind, because it's a very powerful thing. That's all.
Okay. And how has competing in Maryland influenced your perspective on international competition?
With the temperature, miss, because now I know that it not gonna always be sunshine and rainbows. It was very cool. Like, it didn't even like. It's just weather overall, miss, because it was just.
What about, let's hear from Yaneli. Yaneli, how have you grown accustomed, acclimatized, I should say, to the weather in Georgia versus where you were in Cayman?
Well, in Georgia, the weather is kind of like Cayman. When I first got here in October, it wasn't that cold. And
right.
Like it's not like it just go cold straight away. It eased into the coolness. So I had the chance to get my jacket, get my my long socks, get my tights if I need it. So it wasn't something where I would just like just thrown into the cold. Like I had time to get adjusted to it. And even though I got adjusted to Georgia, Maryland wasn't nothing like that. Maryland was a different type of cool.
Okay, awesome. And Yaneli, looking ahead, what are your goals for next season, and how will you prepare to achieve these?
My goals for next season, I'm not quite sure what games they have yet for next season, but I know a goal that I want in terms of distance, and I will continue to work towards that goal to get that number that I want.
All right. And young men, what's next? What's next for you all? What are you guys doing right now in preparation for whatever comes? I was told that you guys live on the track.
Well, that's pretty much part of it.
Much it right now.
Pretty much part of it. But currently, I am seeking to go overseas to go to university where I could continue studies and continue to chalk. And I don't ever plan on stopping chalk. Like I really don't ever plan on stopping.
That's what you love.
Yeah, it's what I love. Yeah. So I'm gonna keep on doing it. And also it's just that I've been in this track sport for like since I was a kid. So like for me leaving it would really take a part of me out of it. So I'm stuck with it no matter what. And I love it. So
that's what passion is.
Yeah, it's passion.
Who inspired you?
I'm not gonna lie. It was Christopher Taylor. He's a Jamaican 400 meter specialist, just say. I met him for the first time when I was in Red Bay. I have a picture with him. Not currently, because it's my phone. It deleted, but I have a picture.
Oh, no, you have to get it back.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and find it. But I have a picture with him, and ever since then I was like, if I could meet him back then, imagine all the big stars I could meet in the future. So I was like, I just gotta keep doing it.
Awesome. Amari and Rashan, who inspired you both?
For me, it was Usain Bolt.
Okay.
It's because night times I'd be watching track, and I really got inspired by him. The way he started, how he got through, how he just started. Everything, his whole process was very beautiful to me, and I enjoyed it, and I was like, I should be like this. I should push myself to become a faster person and excel like him.
And Rashan, my starter.
Miss. Good to be very honest, miss. There's not really anybody I really look up to, or I am trying to be, or I want to be. At the end of the day, it's me versus me. I'm doing this for myself and my mom. She did track, but she never got to fulfill what she wanted to do. So I'm doing this for her, especially for her.
Okay, awesome. I like that. Coach, before we head out, anything you would like to make mention of?
I just want to say to the Cayman and the Cayman population that we have now a good chance with 4 young Caymanians or 5 young Caymanians who are willing to take up the mantle that Sidonie Mothersill, Kareem Street, Ronald Forbes, Kimar Hyman has started, and they look like they are going to surpass them and be the
I like that.
And we hope that by 2028 we will medal in the Olympics, especially in the 4x1.
Awesome. I like the sound of that. We like the sound of that.
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
all right, sounds good. And Yaneli, thank you so much for joining us. I appreciate you.
That's no problem.
Alrighty, thank you so much, gentlemen, for stopping by. Coach,
Yaneli, I saw you yesterday watching the track meet Saturday. you were at the long jump, but I couldn't shout at you.
All right, and then a special thank you to Miss Paula Dawkins as well, who got you guys together. She got the team together to come on the show. So, Miss Paula, thank you so much. I appreciate you for all your hard work. Thank you again. And that's it. That'll do it for tonight's edition of Sports Extra. Of course, we're about giving you the latest information on sporting activities here in the Cayman Islands. If you would like the opportunity to be a part of our show, just feel free to email me on sportsextracayman@gmail.com. You can also check out our Radio Cayman Sports Extra social media pages, and of course our YouTube channel for tonight's edition of Sports Extra. That's it. I'm Dionne Anglin. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you to all my guests. Good night and God bless.
This is the People's Radio Station. Radio Cayman in the Cayman Islands.
The 8:12 a.m. weather report, Monday through Friday, is proudly sponsored by CG Britcay. Insurance, health, pensions, life, where people come first.
Music Express. Music Express.
This is where the ride begins. A magical musical journey.
Music Radio Cayman's Music Express. You're listening to number one Radio Cayman, your official radio station in the Cayman Islands. JJ Diceman here with you. We're sitting at 3 minutes past the hour of 8 on a Tuesday night, and we're going to get into some rock and roll here for you, all the way up until 10 o'clock in news time. Starting us off, arguably one of the best rock and roll bands of all time, Led Zeppelin.